Shalom, this is GMS 100 Sit Downs coming back to you with another lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect out there, spreading this word, this sincerity, and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. And this is going to be a GMS news update. Why is it an update? This is a prophecy that keeps coming back, that keeps employing itself day by day, man. Esau's busy. Esau's looking for ways to destroy the Israelites. He's looking for ways to destroy the children of the Most High. And one of his ways to do that is through these vaccinations, man. It's by these vaccinations. Now, I did plenty of videos about it already, but that doesn't mean that it stops. It keeps updating. So this is a very important update again, because sometimes it may seem that, it's just for the good. They don't want these sicknesses, these pestilences to break out, blah, 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 blah. Esau, doesn't want it to spread. But that's not what it's about, man. Esau is setting snares. Esau is setting a trap for the Israelite nation. And they might inject their own people with a cure against the sickness. Meanwhile, they created this sickness themselves. These pestilences are all laboratory made. They might inject their own people with the right cure, which their cure is the sickness itself on a low doses. But it's already known that they gave a higher doses to Israelite children because we are stronger. Anyway, shouldn't take these vaccinations at all because they are full of pollution. If you look up the ingredients of vaccinations on this vaccination site, you got this vaccination site where they want to comfort you with the things that are inside vaccinations, and that all these rumors shouldn't stop us from taking these vaccinations. But then when you go on this website, you see gelatin, you see aluminum, you see mercury, GMOs. You see human cells. So they take human cells. They do a bunch of crazy stuff, man. But looking at that website shouldn't even change your mind at all, man, because it's pollution, man. It's garbage. So this is blacklistednews.com. The article states New York ends religious exemption to vaccinate mandates. Okay, let's look up that word, exempt. Exemption. Right. Exemption. The act or an instance of exempting the state of being exempt immunity, the exemption to the ordinary operation of law as, let's see, I want you to see the clear definition. Yeah, exempt, to free from an obligation, duty, or liability to which others are subject. So for religious reasons, which the religion they are talking about is us, man. They the religious reasons, exemptions, is towards Israelites, man, because they know we ain't gonna take these vaccinations, man. They know we don't want our children to take these vaccinations. So the religious exemption that they are targeting are the Hebrew Israelites, man. They want to vaccinate our children, man. First and foremost, all Israel, but especially of those that teach this word, man. That's who they're targeting, man. So The article states New York eliminated the religious exemption to vaccine requirements for school children Thursday, as the nation's worst measles outbreak in decades prompts states to reconsider giving parents ways to opt out of immunization rules. The Democrat led Senate and Assembly voted Thursday to repeal the exemption, which allows parents to cite religious beliefs to forego getting their child the vaccines required for school enrollment. So how difficult are they gonna make it, man? How difficult are they gonna make it? So there's a law that says that the children need to go to school, especially as I don't know for sure in the states in America, but here in Holland, the child needs to go to school until like his 24th, not 24th, until he's 20, 22 or something. He needs to get his high school diploma or whatever, something like that. But how are you going to manage if you decide not to give your children vaccinations and they are not allowed in the school? If they're not allowed in the school and the child is still young, then the child can't go to daycare neither. You know, it can't stay nowhere. So, but you got to work. As a parent, you have to work. So what you going to do? Not work and stay with your child? If you do that, then you're not going to get no money. And if you're not getting no money, you need to rely on the government. And then the government is going to say like, listen, man, if you want money, you got to get your ass to work. Yeah, but I can't because my child is not allowed in the schools and the daycares because he's not vaccinated. Then they say, well, then you just vaccinate your children. That's how they're gonna pull up, man. So a lot of messed up shit's going on, man. And through the spirit, man, I'm already busy with it. Setting up a small company, to make some money, so that my children, don't have to go to these daycares, man. Most are willing that will work, man. You know, hey, because Esau and I already saw him, and the spirit was changing, man. Spirit was changing upon me to find another job, man. To find another job, higher paid job. To start this business. Because Esau's about to roll up, man. If you rely on the government, man, you better stop that shit, man. Because Esau is basically, it's like this. You want to fight Esau with guns while he owns the store where they sell the bullets. If he stops selling you these bullets, then how are you going to fight him? So if he stops giving you that money, then how are you going to survive, man? It's best if you can rely on yourself, man. It's not good to rely on the government, man. Because they're about to do shit like this, man. Yeah, your child is not allowed in the schools. Yeah, your child is not allowed in the daycares. Yeah, but in our belief, we are not allowed to make incisions or marks in the flesh. The law, the biblical law says we're not allowed to do that, man. Let me see if I can pull it up. But Esau is slick, man. Esau is busy, man. Esau is really busy, man. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh. That also you shall not make any cuttings in the flesh. So if you inject, or if they want to put vaccinations or whatever in your body, which is already unclean because it has pork gelatin, and you cut in your flesh, that's against the law, man. So yeah, for religious purposes, we cannot take the vaccinations. But what did they do? Ends religious exemption to vaccinate mandates. You see? So they targeting us, man. Now I'm gonna go to the scripture where it shows you that these damn devils keep targeting us, man. So this is Psalms chapter 10, verse 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And that will happen, man. The Most High ain't hiding. The Most High is watching, and basically they building up condemnation to themselves, man. The more they be attacking the apple of the Lord's eye, the more destruction is gonna fall upon them, man. So it's just like the more they keep targeting us, the more this bar for the game breaker is filling up, man. The rage bar is filling up until you press L2 and L3, L2 and R2, and then that game breaker gets unleashed, man. And that's when Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is gonna unleash all his rage, wrath, power, strength, angels, elect, Leviathan. Don't forget Leviathan, man. Hey, I watched this movie, Godzilla 2, man. Godzilla was coming out of the water, man, and you saw these lights above him. These lights represented the planes and the aircraft of Esau, of course. But when you looked at it, this shot, it looked like Leviathan was pulling up on the land with the chariots above him, man. And it was a very spiritual sight to see, man, how Leviathan is going to pull up with the chariots, man. So the Most High is about to unleash this wrath, man. You know? But for now, the wicked are persecuting us, man. The poor, who's the poor? The Israelites, man. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Yeah, let their own wickedness fall upon them, man. Like the scripture says, he that diggeth the pit shall fall therein, man. Let his own devices fall upon him. And that will happen, man. Because they are spreading these pestilences. Also through these vaccinations, they are lowering the immune system. Also by these vaccinations, the pollution in the air and the foods, you know, they're doing all these things. But who upon whom are these pestilences going to fall? Upon them, man. They're gonna fall upon them. Verse 3. For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorred. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. Yeah, they doing all this wickedness. They are not mindful for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. They are not mindful for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They know the truth. They know that we are Israelites. They know that what is about to come to this place. But that doesn't stop them from doing all this wickedness, man. They still target Jake. They still come at us with their arrows, man. Their bitter words and their ways. Verse 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Yeah, he's proud, man. Let's look up that word. The Hebrew word for puffet is pawach. It says to breathe, blow, to cause to exhale or breath like pff. That's basically puffet. He puffet at them like pff, they're nothing. Meanwhile, a bunch of countries be pulling up with nuclear missiles, nuclear capability, and that puffing is in vain, man. It's for nothing. He does that while he's in grave danger, man. His country is in grave danger. His kingdom is about to fall. But he wanna puff like he saw that. Verse 6. He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. So the scripture says never trust thine enemy, man. This is the enemy, man. The enemy is the so-called white man, under whose tongue is deceit, fraud, mischief, vanity. So they want to pull up with the vaccinations. This measles outbreak has become so heavy, and we really need to stop letting this measles outbreak spread, this and this and that. We want to help y'all with these vaccinations. We can give it to y'all free. It doesn't matter, even though we put millions in it. Man, you under your tongue is mischief and deceit, man. These vaccinations are full with poison, man. These vaccinations will lower your immune system. If the doses is too high, children can die in their sleep, man. What you talking about, man? Mercury ain't supposed to be in the body of a human, man. Mercury ain't supposed to be in it, man. Back in the days in Holland, you had temperature meters, on the wall that you had to be very cautious with. Because why? They had mercury in them. And if you drop them, basically inhaling the mercury, can make you very sick, man. It's poisonous. But they want to put it in the vaccinations and inject it in your body, man. So it looks like they're helping you, but they ain't helping you, man. You always got to keep in mind, man, Esau does everything for his own benefit. Esau does everything for his own gain, his own profit. So Esau has his agenda, just like Yahweh Shem Shai has his agenda. And what does the scripture say in Revelation? I always forget where this is. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. You see? So this devil knows he has a short time. Because he knows he's fighting against the agenda of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. He's speeding up his process. Couple of weeks ago, they was like, yeah, we're looking for ways to make these vaccinations mandatory, blah, 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 blah. And now they want to come where there are no exemptions no more. Everyone needs, basically now it's mandatory. In New York, now it's mandatory. No exemptions for religious reasons neither, man. Basically, they're making it mandatory in New York now. Vaccinations are becoming mandatory in New York. No religious exemption. I'm just thinking about the title for this video. So, verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. He is looking for ways. He's devising mischief upon his bed. He's checking out how he can destroy the nation of Israel and how he can devise his plan to spread these sicknesses, these pestilences, to depopulate the people, man. There's this clip of Bill Gates where he says the vaccinations are good for depopulation, man. What does that mean? They want to shrink the population of the world, man. Up to 500 million, like Georgia Guidestone says. Verse 9, he lied in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. So this is all for the poor, man. And the poor is the Israelites, man. This is all towards the Israelites. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. You see, he croucheth and humbleth himself. We really need to stop this measles outbreak. It's for the good for all the people of the world. If a few people don't take it, then the other people are not protected because we are creating a barrier by vaccinating all these people. Shut the fuck up, man. The only thing y'all doing is spreading the pestilence more, man, because what is inside the vaccination? The pestilence itself is inside the vaccination. So you have to think, right? There's this pestilence outbreak, but they have it. They have it in the tube in their laboratory. They have it right there. If they want, they can spread it, easily through the water, wherever they want, So this devil is busy, man. I'm telling you, this devil is busy. Let's go to Psalms 64, verse 2. Let me start at 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, which is the Illuminati, the 1%, the banker families. They are devising all these things, man. It's their agenda that's being pushed. Donald Trump ain't shit, man. All these senates, the government, those ain't shit, man. These banker families have their agenda and they are pushing these things, by them. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, man. This is bitter to hear, man. These are bitter words, man. Words of vexation, man. And hey, if I was living in New York, if I would be there now, then they would basically say, yeah, your child can go to the daycare then. Your child can go to the daycare then. So that means that his mother can't go to her job because my son is not able to go to the daycare. So then the mother needs to stay home, but then she can't make no money. So it all depends on the husband then. And this society is not created for a husband to take care of his family by his own payment, man. That's not possible nowadays, man. Since this feminism thing was being pushed, they made sure that it's not possible, man. So the woman would go to work too, and they could tax both parties, man and husband, husband and wife, I mean. And if you decide not to do that, you as a husband taking care of your family are gonna be in struggles, man, because it's very difficult, and that's what they wanna do, man. That's why these things. This is a bitter word, man. Not being able to do that. It's mandatory for your children to be vaccinated, otherwise they can't go to school or daycare. That's bitter. Those are bitter words, man. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him. So shoot that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. So they are looking for the man of the Lord, man. Not saying that the men that are teaching in the highways and byways are perfect, but we trying to. And this scripture is referring to those men. They are all doing it because of these men. Listen, man, they are not putting up this article for Christians, man. They are not putting up this article for Muslims, man. They call us religious. We ain't religious. So this is just their stupidity. But they are targeting us with this, man. Religious religious exemption. They targeting the Hebrew Israelites, man. In New York. New York is the main city where the elder apostles started teaching, man. 30 plus years ago. New York is where the main camp is located, man. From New York, GMS was being spread all over the world, man. That's where they started. Because why? That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They're not fearing, man. They're not fearing Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? Well, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is seeing you. The men of the Lord are seeing what y'all doing, man. But it's cool, man. It's all prophecy. Let the thing come to pass, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna guide us, direct our ways into finding a solution, man. Finding a way to basically endure this wicked kingdom, man. Verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So they keep digging, they keep searching, problem, reaction, solution. They look what the problem is. Then they make a problem. They look at the reaction of the people, and then they come with the solution. That's what they keep doing over and over again, until they trap the people and make the people think that they are trying to help, which they are not. They're trying to destroy. The Bible calls these devils the destroyers of the world. So yeah, man, with that, I want to say, Call Allahim Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Wakakodash Shalom to the elect.